On the 7th of September, we decided that it was time to finally get serious about a boat, one of the projects we've been wanting to start for 3 years. We knew we wanted a monohull, something small enough we could maintain fairly easily and nothing too pretty we could destroy while we were learning from an absolute baseline. When we first saw Raven, we were shocked at how much better she was than we expected, also knowing she would be a bit of a project. At the asking price and the skills we had developed over the last few years, as long as the engine started, we were pretty much sold.
Holy shit! It runs!
It runs.
So we just bought that boat. That guy. How exciting!
So the following Monday, we packed up what we thought we would need to very basically live on a boat and drove down to Airlie Beach. We were both so excited and so nervous as we approached where we had left the boat. And to our relief, it was still anchored where we had left it.
How relieved do you feel?
Initially, we had to paddle out to Raven as she was anchored offshore. Once I made it to the yacht, I tied our steel of a dinghy around me, paddled back, Scott attached our new motor on the rock wall, and we cruised back to our boat. As we stumbled off our dinghy with our newly developing sea legs, we looked around the beautiful marina in Airlie Beach and unlocked our yacht for the first time. Excitement was quickly turned to worry when we started the engine. It worked, but then we couldn't turn it off. So we called my dad, and then we called the guy that owned the boat, and we eventually got it to turn off, which was such a relief.
Oh, yay! Far out. Yeah, it's off. Thanks. Bye.
Cheers guys, good luck.
Thank you. All that early morning stress really got us going. So as a break, we went outside to check on the sails on the deck. It all looked good to us. So that was one less thing that we had to think about for our next trip. It was all a new process, but one in which we both really wanted to give a go. We were so stoked to see it up, despite not knowing really what we were going to do with it. So we packed it up and moved inside. And we had music. We decided to get everything out of the boat so we could start fresh. This ended up not taking as long as we expected, but goodness me, there was so much stuff to take out. We took 4 dinghies back to the shore and chucked most of it in the bin. And we actually were testing the dinghy's durability in the process, and he held up mighty fine. Once the boat was empty and we'd been recouped with a little bit of energy, we decided to put the motor and the sails to the test. So we just had to pull the anchor in by hand. The thing is massive. It's like the biggest anchor ever. The winch thing is broken. It's called windlass. But yeah, something to definitely fix soon. No one actually driving. It's pretty dangerous. Because we both had to pull up the giant anchor, no one ended up driving the boat. So it's definitely on our list of things to fix soon.
The sail, how does it feel?
All okay.
that there is caught in it. And we've got our strings flopping around. That's a good sign.
Listen for a while. I would have told you I miss your smile. I thought of you as a friend who can't let go. But when you left, I could feel it grow like a body of water.
The last job on the list for the first trip was to check the bilge and see if it was working, so we wouldn't flood if we took out any water. To our shock, the whole base of the boat was full of oil and the bilge pump backflow valve was broken. Would be a job for next time. I got in the water to check out the algae growing on the boat as we thought that was a big speed determinant, and holy, there was a whole world of crustacean down there. Just another job to add to our fun little list of things to do when we returned to our boat. For dinner we motored into shore on the dinghy, and on returning home we realised we forgot to fill her up. And we hand paddled back to our very close anchorage, which was lucky. What a rookie error. After a very fun Townsville day, we locked Raven up and drove back to Townsville, keen for our next trip and list of all the new things that we wanted to do to her. Until next time, little boat.